Hey, what's going on? It is not the tomorrow that I promised. It is Thursday, the 6th of October. Um, and it's been a long, fast moving week for me now. Have I changed since the guy that used to speak a month ago? I hope not. I just, I've just been rushing around, doing a lot of stuff, which is drone media related. I was up in Hexham today, which is kind of a country town near where I live, about 45 minutes drive. I've had to hire a car because I don't own one. But I hired it with Avis, and they work with BA, so I got some air miles from it. So, and it wasn't too expensive, £60 for 2 days to hire a car. I was like, so I've been really enjoying driving around and kind of having experiencing what it's like to be 25, with your own car and singing to the radio by yourself and overtaking those slow trucks and tractors and lorries and stuff. And it's been quite liberating the last 2 days. I've got to give it back tomorrow, but I've enjoyed my time with it. But I was up in Hexham today filming for a Swedish house developer, and it went well, apart from the fact that I crashed my drone into a tree and I had to fish it out with a broomstick. And I think luckily it works. It still works, thank God. But the Phantom 4 was crashed into a tree today. It wasn't working to start. Like when it took off. Excuse me. It's been a long day. When I took off and when I was flying around the house, it kind of just wouldn't stay in position. I think it was looking for where it actually was, and it kept going around in circles, which really pissed me off, and it made it really hard to control, and it was kind of slow to react. And then one of those instances, I kind of was flying it backwards, and it flew into a tree and crashed. But I managed to pick it up and reset the battery and stuff and test it. I think it seemed to work, so I think we're okay. But I didn't get the final shots that I needed to get over Hexham. So I'm going tomorrow morning before I have to give the car back. I'm going to go get the shots, give the car back, and be done with that. Excuse me. Ugh. But I just thought I'd record a podcast because I haven't done it again this week. I said I was back. I said I was back to the daily, and I haven't done it. And I feel guilty about it. And it's, really, if anything, this is kind of this podcast. Yes, no one listens to it. I'm going to be optimistic. No one listens to it yet. But I'd really like to. I'm really keen to keep this going and just kind of get some thoughts off my mind and just I really quite enjoy doing this, so I'm gonna keep going with this, and I really need to just stick knuckle down and give myself 10-20 minutes each day just to do this. So that's what I'm doing right now. Hold on, yawning again. It gives me this feeling that I'm talking to people, I guess, when you're having a busy day and you're kind of by yourself and you're doing your own stuff and you're driving around by yourself, and it's nice to kind of, even though I am still technically by myself, it's nice to have an audience to talk to, maybe. So just what's been going on the last couple of days. I think I have spoke about this. My knee injuries got better, but I don't think I'll be healed enough in time for Saturday's game. I just haven't played football since. I went to football on Monday just to watch, and that was painful because I'm really keen to play. I haven't done any CrossFit. I haven't eaten particularly badly, nor have I eaten particularly well. So I'm kind of just feeling like honestly, you must be so depressed. It's really made me think. Hold on again. What were you on? It's definitely this pop filter, but it makes a difference, so they say. It's definitely like, if you're an athlete and you're used to working out every day, you're used to doing stuff at the gym, your progress is made by what you do physically or what you do on a sports field or in a ring. If you like injure yourself, and when you see like footballers who are injured constantly, look at like Michael Owen, the end of his career where he's just constantly injured. It must have been so depressing. Like, honestly, like I've had like 4 or 5 days of not doing something. And I just feel like I feel like a lazy slouch. I feel like a bit disabled, and this is just not nowhere near as bad as anything that anyone's ever had before. This is just a bit of a twisted bad knee. I was in agony on Saturday night, but now it's just kind of, I can kind of jump on it and run on it and stuff. It's just, if it twists a certain way, it really kind of stings. But if it persists, so I will get it checked out. Anyway, so just, oh god, I feel bad for anyone who has had an injury and had to go through it. There's those fans who of any sports team who, when someone's injured, just like, oh, he just picked up a paycheck every week or every day. I really do feel, actually, now it has changed my mind. I really do feel for those people who most of their career are out injured. They're living the dream and then all of a sudden they've been injured. Look at Jack Wilshere. Michael Owen was another one. They call him Jack Wheelchair, which I think is great. But who else? Oh god, I'm sure there's millions. I'm sure there's people screaming at the computer right now. Interestingly, you never see Ronaldo or Messi injured, do you? Really? And I think that's why they've got such a good record. Who's a player? Okay, comment below. A player that a football player, a soccer player, who you think who injury has wasted their career. We've already mentioned Michael Owen, but if there's anyone else that I really can't think of, someone who was going to set the world alight and then got injured. Do you know who else? Who I really rated at the time that he played, but you've barely ever played. Abu Dhabi from Arsenal. I really rated him. He was like a Yaya Toure-ish player, but literally played 1 out of 38 games a season. God, good luck to that lad, because he could have been a world beater, but now he's in France just playing again, 1 out of 38 games probably. But yeah, just a short podcast today, just kind of detailing where I'm at. I have crashed the drone, but the drone seems to be alright. I will be selling the drone soon. That's my phone. As I'm looking to buy the new DJI Mavic Pro, which, for what I've been saying, is I'm taking my film. Every problem I've seemed to have with what I was going to have with going to Thailand and going around Asia and taking my drone with me and carrying the big bag around seems to be solved with the Mavic Pro. So I'm going to have to get it. I'm going to have to get it before I go travelling and get rid of the Phantom 4. The image is a lot softer. It's actually quite disappointing how quite soft the image is. But if you're quite close to the subject, or I've just seen some good shots where I've just went, actually, it's quite a nice texture to it. Unlike the Phantom 4, which is really quite sharp. I think Phantom 4 is a lot more professional drone if you're a drone flyer and you do shots for other people. But for me, once I'm going to be making YouTube videos and stuff like that, the Mavic is probably going to do the job a lot better than the Phantom 4 will, just for ease. So I guess I really hope to speak to you tomorrow. I should have a few minutes, but yeah, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take it easy. Bye bye.